Hi, everyone. Just to mention that we will wait a minute or two longer just to give a chance everybody to join us. And experience says that most of the people arrive in those several minutes after the official time. Okay, so I think that is time to start. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to first Zebra Sales Academy in the Adriatic region. Today we are in third and last day on webinar with Cloudflare and Enable, as you can see on your screens. First of all, one warning that this event has been recorded and will be available for you after the event. I'm your host, Nebojša Stankic, and I'm Zebra System Manager for Adriatic region. Zebra System is IT standard MSP distributor for security solution operating in Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Adriatic region. We are representing GFI software, Acronis, Enable, Cloudflare, and Virtuoso. Besides distribution, Zebra System provides quality technical support for the programs we are offering on the market, as well as excellent understanding of global and local markets that we are able to support partners on their projects. For minimal partner disruptions, we decided for this kind of event, 1 session per day. Today, we have 2 sessions in one webinar, starting at 10 o'clock and with Cloudflare, and continuing at 11 with Enable. In this moment with us is Mr. Ramin Alakbaro, Channel Partner Sales Manager for Eastern Europe at Cloudflare, and my colleague, Mr. Michal Hebeda, consultant senior pre-sales engineer. They will tell you more about threats and how to get better internet with Cloudflare. Gentlemen, please.
Thank you, Nebojša. Good morning to everyone. So as Nebojša said, my name is Michal Hebeda. I'm working in Zebra Systems as a senior sales engineer. And together with Ramin Alakbarov from Cloudflare, we'll introduce you to the solution which can help you or your customers to build better internet. Few words about Zebra Systems. Our company has more than 30 years of experience, and are distributor of brands like GFI, Acronis, Enable. We started with Cloudflare last year, and our regions we are covering is Czech Republic, Slovak Republic, and Balkan countries. Our team focused for Cloudflare, you already know my colleague Nebojša Stankic and me, and our technical support colleague Jan Ptáček is prepared to help you with any technical issues, pre-sales or post-sales. So feel free to use entire our team to attract your customers and to help them build their solution. Our current world is changing, so you can see in every area of our lives that things are changing, and we are moving from let's say analog era to digital era. So we started digital transformation of all aspects of our lives. So probably I will not be far from truth if I say that all of us we are using digital technologies like shopping, using internet banking, healthcare, schools, especially in the last 2 years, they transformed in remote teaching of students, and of course our work, maybe if we can ask who from you is working from the office, who is working from home office. And again, in last 2 years, the ratio has significantly changed. Of course, this transformation was accelerated in last 2 years due to pandemic situation. And we are using more of specialized cloud platforms like Zoom, as currently we are using Zoom, Salesforce, Stripe, NVIDIA, Shopify, Netflix, Spotify, and others. And all of these things resides on the internet, and we need good connection and quality connection, and more of quality protection of these activities and our entities as well. We know that the internet is not perfect. The concept of internet is almost 50 years old, as the initial idea did not contain any security mechanisms. All the protocols were open and idealistic. Unfortunately, current world is not a safe place in the internet or in the reality, and we have to count with this and to be prepared for any threats and to bring better tools how to work on the, let's say, dangerous area of internet and how to protect ourselves and our activities. So we know that internet is not secure enough. As we have seen in last year, that there are a lot of public outages and breaches, and the reality of the internet is that it's far from the network we need to for our work. The internet is still not secure enough, and it doesn't matter if we are talking about DOS or DDoS attacks, ransomware, account takeover, or web scraping. And we are still seeing too many breaches. If you remember from last year, there are a lot of very known names, very well-known companies affected by any kind of attack coming from the internet. And more in the last 3 weeks, we can see the interconnection between cyber criminality and real world using internet things in hybrid war. And again, we need to be very well protected. The reality is that the internet is still not as reliable as a utility. Whatever the cause, we have witnessed some prominent outages in 2021 that affected billions of people worldwide. I don't know if someone of you were affected by any of these breaches, but if you, for example, check your old password in some internet portals, very often you can see that it was part of some breach in the past. The reality is that the data and insights of our entire lives is on the internet. So anything we put on the internet, it will be there forever. And we are only now starting to understand and implement privacy measures and controls. Finally, unless you are part of the heroes that run the internet, you may not know how manual the operation often are. We have to get better of automating the running and maintenance of the internet. So you have to bring tools how to automate the common task because this automation will bring us not only more speed, but also more reliability, as any automated process is secured enough compared to manual work. And now let me welcome Ramin Alekbarov from Cloudflare, who will provide you the description of Cloudflare solution and how it can help you and your customers to build the better internet. So Ramin, please, the stage is yours. Will we switch the sharing or should we continue in this presentation here?
Thank you, Michal. Can I share my screen?
Sure. I will stop my sharing and it will be yours.
Thank you. Let me know that my screen is visible.
Yeah, very well.
Perfect. So basically, what's the main mission of the Cloudflare? It's a help to build a better internet. And today, the Cloudflare delivers the platform of the deeply integrated products that serve as a unified control plane for our customers.
Excuse me, can I interrupt you just a moment? Maybe you can go to the full screen.
Isn't it?
We see your browser tabs
Yeah.
on the top.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but unfortunately, I can't, I think. This is the presenter mode.
Okay, then it's all fine.
Or let me do like that. Is that visible now?
It's the same.
What you see with one tab, yeah? On
On the top there's all of the tabs and your bookmarks.
Now it's better.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So our comprehensive platform includes the purpose to build a product of this for security, performance, and reliability in a one unified solution. So the platform also makes it easy to build a serverless application using the edge computing, developing the Cloudflare application while providing the meaningful insights and analytics on the web activities. So this is the modern architecture with the integrated design, single UI to manage the security and performance, and the all underlying data in centralized location allows a faster insight into performance and the security, ensures the uptime during the DDoS attacks while delivering the accelerated performance for the applications. As you can see on this slide, our portfolio of the products. So we are covering the zero trust model, we are covering the network services and the application services, also the covering the edge developer platforms, and a lot of people know us as application services, but Cloudflare is fundamentally a network. So we started to build our network over 250 plus data centers around the world. Today, the network provides one consistent architecture for all of our services with unbeatable global performance and this security built-in. And the Cloudflare One brings together zero trust security services with the network services deployed on that edge. And it's built using our own developer platform for unrivaled cost efficiency and the pace of innovations. So while other vendors are stitching together the SaaS platform through a series of acquisition and shifting the virtualized application into the third-party clouds, each of our services are built from the ground up. And everything what you can see in the Cloudflare is a home-based developed product. So everything have been developed by the Cloudflare. We didn't acquire any other products. As you can see, we have a 250 plus cities and 100 plus countries in terms of the data centers. And we are trying to have the data center in each country where we have a significant network growth. Also, the capacity of our network is 121 terabit per second for today. And how the Cloudflare works. So the Cloudflare sits between the client web traffic and its web servers, APIs, and IoT services, doesn't matter. So the solution is a network edge as a service operating as a globally distributed reverse proxy based on Anycast DNS technology. This means that there are more than 250 Cloudflare POPs as a data centers around the world that serve the same set of the functionality and works as one. The main task of this service is to provide the maximum protection, performance, and the reliability of the business critical internet resources. On this slide, we will deep dive our security part, and the following will be the performance. So on the security, in the security portfolio, we are covering the web application firewall, which is an integrated and scalable solution for protecting the business critical web applications from the malicious attack. without changing existing infrastructure. So this is the OWASP mode security rules, Cloudflare managed rule set, unlim custom rule set. In terms of the DDoS, we are also have a security on a layer 7 with the network bandwidth capacity of the 121 terabit per second. We are also covered in the rate limiting the number of the requests with the possibility of configuration, password protection, brute force logins, and API abuse. Bot management, we have a detection of the and recognition of the recognition of the bad and the good bots with the possibility of the machine learning. We have a scoring system of all the traffic, which is detecting and evaluating and automating all the behaviors with the advanced settings. SSL, TLS, and also the DNS security. DNS security is a built-in protection against the attacks that can spoof or intercept the DNS records. Average DNS lookup speed is 11 milliseconds, and the worldwide DNS record propagation is less than 5 seconds in a Cloudflare. SSL TLS certification, we have a couple of options which you can do with the Cloudflare here. You can bring your own certificates to the Cloudflare, or you can purchase the certificates from the Cloudflare dashboard. Same you can do with the custom. You can bring your custom certificate, and you can also build your custom certificate in the Cloudflare dashboard. With the options for all the certificates to pass them to the Cloudflare management or manage them by yourself. When you're passing to the Cloudflare management, we're just taking care of everything, which will validating your certificates, prolonging your certificate, checking up the certificates, and everything will be done by the Cloudflare. Magic Transit, it's a protecting of the entire IP subnets from the DDoS attacks and the speed up the network traffic. The product uses the Cloudflare's global network to mitigate the attack using the BGP protocol to advertise your IP addresses and the GRE tunnels to forward the clean traffic to servers. So this to protect the network resources and services, whether they can be a local, private, or public cloud environment. Spectrum, it's a layer 4, and it's a protection against the TCP UDP flood. I can give you the example as like the ATM and the bank branch, how the traffic between the ATM and the branch of the bank branch is protected, and how fast is this traffic as well. Access and a gateway, it's a product of the Zero Trust. It's a protection and authentication and the track the user access to any domain, application, or page in a Cloudflare console. It's a limit of the malicious resources as well. So you can delegate the accesses in your company between the departments. You can limit the access of the departments between them. You can also block let's say as example, from 9 to 6, no one in the company except the marketing department can access the social media, or you can block any malicious domains or the industries which you can see that it can be harmful for your infrastructure. You can also see the track and the control when from which machine and the device someone have gotten access to your system, what he did or she did there, how many from which IP address, which city, which country this machine was, and what have been uploaded and downloaded on that moment. This is our security portfolio. On the next slide, I'm moving to the performance. In terms of the performance, it's a DNS. So Cloudflare DNS is one of the fastest and the most reliable in the world. You can check on our DNS on some third-party webpage, which I just attached here, dnsprivate.com. We have a HTTP2 prioritization, which is prioritization the web resources loading and the minimizing the impact of the render blocking of the JavaScript. So we have an Argo Smart routing, which is the creation of an encrypted tunnel between the application origin server and the nearest data center with the access restrictions through the other channels. We have a load balancer, which is the reducing the latency by directing the request to the nearest server using the load balancing. We are covering all the modern protocols, TLS 1.3, AMP, HTTP, HTTP2, HTTP, HTTP3, and others. Workers. This is the product with the serverless calculation, which sits at the edge of the network and they take place into the Cloudflare data center closest to the trigger of the source. So basically, this is the product where you can build your own code, which will be recorded to the nearest data center where you are. It's a Terraform, I will say. CDN, it's a caching, multiple level custom caching, allows you to cache the content in 250 plus locations around the world with the Cloudflare. And of course, our caching system is delivers the content to many users faster than the other solutions. Image optimization is and the streaming is all-in-one solution for the video content and the companies who are working with the more graphic in the graphic industry. On this slide, you can see and use the particular references and use cases through accessing these links. Of course, these slides will be shared, and you can check all these references on your own. Regarding the Cloudflare services and the code and the overview, so we have a managed service provider program where the partners can deliver the services to their end users locally without using the Cloudflare options. So we have a 3 level of the services. It's advisory services, professional services, and a managed services. And each level has a different type of the enablement, different type of the service deliveries, and etc. So you can mix the options of these services and deliver them services to your customers. Of course, all the partners will receive the full support from the Cloudflare on the first stages of their services, and the full support from the Cloudflare team, partner team. In regards to partner enablement as well, I can say that everything is located on your partner portal, where you can register the deal, where you can pass all the trainings, as you can log in there to the Cloudflare University. You can log into the partner workshop and the webinars with the past webinars which have been recorded, and the upcoming webinars, and the calendar sync up is there. Where you can also receive the partner reward notification, and have the access to the sales and the marketing resources as well. In regards of the enablement sessions, we have several level of the enablements, and I would like to inform you that all the enablement and the training and the certifications are free of charge in the Cloudflare. So we are not charging any of our partner and the distributors in the trainings. And also on top of your web-based trainings, we are also trying to provide you the one-to-one trainings with our engineers and the sales teams if it's needed from requested from your side. So we have a several level of the trainings. In order to become a Cloudflare eligible partner, you will need to pass the sales professional level 1 and sales professional level 2, as you can see here, the blue one, first ASP, accredited sales professional. 2 of these certifications will be required, and if you would like just to be as a channel partner just to resell our services. So you need to pass the 2 ASP certification and 1 ASE, which is the purple color accredited sales engineer, which is the pre-sales certificate. If you would like to become our MSP partner, you will be required to pass the ACE and ASR. 5 of these certifications should be done, and the 5 sales ASP certificates need to be passed. So accredited configuration engineer, this is the target audience, is the implementation and the support of your customer, and the solution architect, it's again the implementation and the support, but there is a different coverages in will be explained there. So in the ACE, you will be having the onboarding and the implementation of the core services, where the ASA will has a differences on the core security deep dive and the add-on products, where you can deep dive the bot management, rate limiting spectrum, and the firewall rules and the other things. And also we have a specialization programs where you can become an expert on the zero trust products, which we call the Cloudflare for Teams, and also get to know well with our warp tunnel system, so with our gateway, browser isolation, with the access, with the other, and in general our Cloudflare for Teams basic configurations. From my side,
Ramin, so sorry for interrupting you. There's a question of how to get access to partner portal. So if there's a partner who is interested in cooperation with us and with Cloudflare, what steps he needs to do?
Of course. So that's a good question, and please collect all the emails and the name and surnames and the company details of the partner, and send it to me over via the email, and I will grant the access to the relevant partners.
Yeah, and then they will be able to access the courses and pass the certification.
Yeah, everything will be there.
Yeah, and another question is from me. If any of our partners or end user or end customer is interested in the solution, is there a possibility to test it prior to acquiring it?
Of course, we have a certain level of the strategy in the sales, and we're encouraging our customers to have, first of all, the POC, which is the free of charge, and then after move to the purchase stage. So the POC is a free of charge, and you can easily test our solution and decide.
Yeah, and maybe connected question for the POC took how long? It's for a month or shorter?
It's a shorter term. It's up to the 10 days. But of course, if there will be some products which will need a longer time, of course we can provide this. But for the core products, it's basically 10 days. I would say that yes, if you will do POC on a bot management, as you know, our bot management is based on the artificial intelligence system. So first of all, the system need to understand your infrastructure and the request which is coming to your infrastructure, which is taking around a week, and then after the 1 week of this learning process of bot management, you can test the real bot management, how it works. So in certain products, yes, it can be longer, but mainly in the core products, in a WAF and other things, CD and DNS, it's up to the 10 days.
Yep, that's great. So for now, we are open to any questions from you, from our audience. Maybe for one information of answering the question from the chat, we are recording the session and we will share the recording afterwards, as well as we will send you the slides. mainly as
So,
Ramin showed the slide with a lot of links, so you will be able to follow the links to get the information.
so just to remind everybody, we will have at 11 on the same link next session. You can stay or you can join us just before. To each of registered person, we will send one more reminder just before 11 to join us, to rejoin us on that link. That's the scenario. So thanks everybody for joining us. I see no questions, and we will send list to the all of you to Ramin to send you to grant you access to the partner portal. And looking forward to see you soon on our second part of today's Sales Academy.
Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Ramin, for the presentation. It was great. And thanks to all of you for your questions and your attention.
So join us in 20 minutes. You have enough time for coffee and to join us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I see a few more people from joining us to the session. I just want to inform you that it's a pause between two sessions in the moment. Next one will start at 11. So you can stay on this link, or you can join us just before 11 o'clock for your information. Thank you.